So, Jono, we'll come to the emotion of the day in a moment, but firstly, from the game's point of view, job done, and it was two good sides having a go, wasn't it, at each other?
Yeah, it was a really good game. I thought very entertaining. Yeah, obviously weren't many goals, but I think there was some good football played. I think they started the game really well. First 5-10 minutes caused us a few problems. We had to change shape, but I think once we changed shape, we got back into the game. Played some good stuff, but I thought the second half the performance was miles better. We asked from half time just to increase the tempo a little bit, press a little bit harder, press a little bit quicker. And I thought we did that really well second half. And, we moved the ball much better second half as well, and we caused them loads of problems. And it was nice to get that goal when we did. And obviously when they got a man sent off, I'm not saying it made it a little bit easier, but we should have gone on to win the game really with an extra man. So I thought we saw the game out really well as well.
Can work the other way, can't it, though? When you get a player sent off, they can go more defensive and it can be able to break through, but that
Yeah,
didn't happen.
yeah. To be fair to them, they usually most teams go to like a 4-4-1 and get everyone behind the ball, but they went 4-3-2 and went for it and tried to get back in the game. So fair play to them. They caused us a few problems with we give a few sloppy free kicks away towards the end of the game, and they put the ball into the box and caused us a few problems. We've got a few big lads, but I thought we dealt with it really well. I thought the back four was excellent. Will obviously, I think, got man at match as well. He got a real bad knock on his knee early in the first half, and we weren't too sure he was going to come out for the second half, but he soldiered on and got through the game for us. So really pleased with the efforts of the lads. Obviously, it was important. We said to the players before the game we wanted to put on a good performance and win the game, and the lads have delivered.
When that goal went in, it was great to see the reaction of the players because, normally they'll get in a huddle together, but you had Walter in there in the crowd and, geeing everyone up. And that's a lone player. So you could see how important it meant to the players on the pitch today to get that goal and to get a result for the fans. They knew what today was all about.
Yeah, we told the players before. Well, I didn't really have to tell the players, knew anyway, but we, reminded them before the game how important today is. There was going to be a big crowd, loads of fans coming down to support them. We wanted them to show that they've got a team that they can be proud of. I think we definitely have that, and like you say, Wally's he's a great kid. He's on loan, but he absolutely loves it here, celebrating like mad. Keira obviously great finish. Probably shouldn't have been that high up. He was playing right back, and he's got into the box and got on the end of a cross. So.
Is that because you've been sticking him up front recently?
Yeah, maybe, and he's been doing well in training, crossing and finishing and shooting and stuff. So he's probably thought, I fancy this, and he's got himself in the box, and it's an absolute unbelievable finish, to be honest. I think he celebrated. His granddad died unfortunately a couple of days ago. Thoughts and prayers with their family, and I think he celebrated up to him. Sometimes it's things like that happen for a reason, and it's a nice little touch for Keys. He'll remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thoughts of him and his family with that. And were you feeling like us at the end of the game? You're looking forward to the final whistle because your team's going to win, but there was also this sadness that started to come across us as well, feeling like obviously it's a very uncertain future with the state of the pitch and all that sort of stuff that we all know about. Were you feeling it, especially when you did that lap of honour?
Yeah, it was a little bit strange, and like it was nice to obviously applaud the fans for all the support this year and the support we've had the last 4 years. Obviously the club's massive to a lot of people. I'm sure the chairman and Fred and all the directors are going to find the best solution for the team. We just said to the players in there, all we can do is put in good performances, show that we care, with our performances on the pitch, and try and win games of football. We've probably got the easiest bit of it, you know what I mean? And then obviously we're there to support everybody else behind the scenes, to try and find a solution and a way forward. And I'm sure we'll do that over the next 3 or 4 weeks.
And this is a credit to you because there's a number of players who've been here for a long time now. Players that come in love playing for this club, don't they? And that, in an uncertain situation, as we head to the final game of the season, that is something really strong as we head into this period of uncertainty, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think I think we've probably got 80% of the team that's been here since I've been here 4 years. We try and do our homework on players, what they're like, off the pitch. We try and set a culture where it's demanding, and we demand high standards, but we want them to enjoy themselves as well. We want them to enjoy playing football. I think the biggest thing for me, what I've taken out of my career, when you're enjoying training and you're enjoying playing and you're enjoying the atmosphere and the fans and everyone's together, I think you play your best football, and that's what we try to bring to the table. And the players, got to take a lot of credit for that, because they come in and they get really involved with everything. So it's pleasing that we can get good people into the club. Obviously, you have to be good footballers as well, but we do really well in that kind of thing.
And finally, what would your message be to the powers, above, just to urge them to try and help find a solution for the club as soon as possible?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm quite relaxed. Obviously got the whole of my trust in chairman and the board to come up with a solution with the North Yorkshire Council. I think, there's got to be a solution. At the end of the day, we all want this club to go further and strive to be better, and we obviously need their help to get it done. And said to the boys in there, wherever it is, if we're here next season, if we can get to play another year on this pitch, or if we have to go and ground share somewhere, we'll give it a hell of a shot and proper go for promotion again, like you always do at the start of the season. So nothing will change. For us, it's just about winning games of football and trying to do well in all the cup competitions.
Well done today. Thanks for your time. Cheers.
Cheers, Pat.